Hi YouTube, Lena here with the latest month of empties that I could possibly do. So, it is a pretty full box, I will give it that. A couple of these are from my husband, so just to show you what he uses on his massa curly hair. We're trying to work through back stock right now, so you know how it is. So I will start with the makeup as I always do, then go into full and travel size, and then go into like foil samples at the end, plus some sheet masks, so that anybody who wants to tune out for those totally can. Now let me just grab my recycling box, and they are picking up my recycling again, so yeah. All right, now let's get started. First, the makeup. Let's see, we have the Physicians Formula Insta Ready Setting Spray. I don't know if they make this anymore, but if they did, and they were still considered cruelty free, I still wouldn't buy it because I don't think it did much for me. I will say the spray nozzle on this is amazing. It puts out a really fine mist. I might hold on to the bottle and clean it up just to reuse it, but the product itself was nothing to write home about. So next is actually technically a foundation, but I use it as a mixer. This is the LA Girl Pro Coverage HG Long Wearing Illuminating Foundation. So I've never tried this as a foundation itself, so I can't speak to that. But this is one of the easiest foundation mixers to get a hold of because they sell it at Ulta online. So it is thin, but not like so thin it doesn't put out pigment, but it mixes in nicely is what I'm trying to say. It's not too thick to mix in or anything like that. And I like it. I liked it so much, honestly, that I bought another. Right when I finished this, I bought another. So that alone tells you how much I liked it. I definitely recommend it. I think it's like $8. It comes with 0.95 ounces or 28 milliliters, so not quite an ounce, but this is one where you could take the top off and scrape it to your heart's content. I got a little frustrated with it because I didn't have a good spatula at the time. I have a better beauty spatula now, so I can scrape things a lot better, but I definitely recommend. Here is a very expensive mascara. This is the Il Makiage Icon High Volume and Intense Curl Mascara. And I just don't find it to be high volume and intense curl. Maybe it's the brush. Maybe it's just me expecting more than a mascara can give, or this particular mascara. But the thing I really like this for, and why I do things like swap for it and buy it really cheap when a friend of mine is selling theirs, which is how I got this one, is because I think it makes a really great lengthening mascara, which makes it a good mixing mascara for me, because I tend to buy volumizing mascaras, which don't usually lengthen that much, but pair it with this and they're great. I would never spend the $24 for something like that, but when I could snatch it up, I do, because it is really good. Something that no amount of money in the world would make me buy again is the MAC Prep and Comp Prime Skin Base Visage. This has glitter in it. When this went on the 31 days of Ulta last year, before I decided to start going cruelty free, so that's one reason why I wouldn't purchase it anyway. I thought this was a different one. I thought this was the one that came in like the yellow and the pink variety, because I do like that one. And since it was half off, I figured, hey, I'll buy it. No, this is a different one. This is the beast with glitter that... I'm glad it's done, but no. And I just used up a sample of the, what's it called, Charlotte Tilbury primer. No. Speaking of Il Makiage, I have the foundation, which I will be repurchasing at some point. I'm gonna wait and see if they have like a Black Friday deal or something, because I have a lot of foundation right now, but this is ride or die. I will straight up pay $44 for it if I have to, which I think last time I paid about $40 for it because I had like a 10% off coupon when I signed up, because this was something I, for whatever reason at the time, probably because it was like 4 a.m., bought on a whim from an Instagram ad and fell in love with it. It is the Il Makiage Woke Up Like This foundation. It is in the shade 005 because I'm hella pale and I didn't have to mix this with anything, which was awesome. And as you can see, I scraped it out as best as I freaking could. I cannot get what is stuck up here. Like, no amount of using a beauty spatula, the good one I have now, will get this out. But I actually pulled this out of my Empties once when I was talking about it for hashtag Team Project Pan update when I finished this. I was like, you know what, let me set this to the side because I think I can get another usage out. I got about 2/3 of the usage. I got about this of my face and I had to use something else on my forehead. Still worth it. I have a review for this that I could totally link down below that'll give you guys a full review. But short and sweet of it is, this is the medium coverage and long-lasting foundation of my dreams. Because I don't want to use something super heavy. Like, I used up a bottle of the Estee Lauder Double Wear foundation that my sister gave me because it was too light for her. Well, no, she didn't give it to me. I gave her like 20 bucks for it, but I got it from her. But yeah. Got that. Couldn't buy it now anyway, but really did like it, but it's so heavy. Like, that was my one complaint about it. This has the wear time like that, but is not as hella thick. So I like light to medium coverage foundations, and this is about as high as I would go because it's pretty solid medium coverage. Yes, I will be repurchasing again at some point. Right now I just have a lot of foundation, and I figure let me go through a couple more and see if they run like a Black Friday deal, because even if they don't, I'll probably repurchase it at the end of the year anyway. Next is a mascara that I freaking hated, the Revlon Ultimate All-in-One Mascara. And this has the dumbest wand I have ever seen. That's not a wand. That's a piece of plastic. It's not like a plastic bristle brush, it's just a big chunk of plastic with some tiny plastic, you know, points on it that might run some mascara through your eyelashes. So I have no idea how good this formula is because I could barely ever get it on my damn eyeballs. I've heard the formula's nothing to write home about either. That's a big double negative right there. Ugh. It's not anything to write home about either. We have the Wander Beauty Lotion Illumina. That's the French. The Wander Beauty Glotion. I had a full size of this that I got from Ipsy, but I gave it to my sister because it's too dark for me. But it mixes in well to foundation if you like to illuminate your foundation like I do sometimes. Now I have no more of these like liquid illuminator minis. That was my last one, so I was kind of proud of that. And why did I put that in here? That'll go in there. And the last thing, no. I was about to say the last thing before I get into samples, but no. There were two little things at the bottom. I have the e.l.f. Brow Wax. It's all the way up. I used it up. I don't think brow wax is for me, guys. Like, I just don't like the feeling of it. I'm a gel girl, specifically a hairspray girl. Because I grew up using hairspray before brow gel was a thing. And now I want everything to work like hairspray, but not when it rains bleed into my eyes and make me go blind. The closest I've found to that is the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel, although the NYX Tame and Frame is pretty damn good too. It held them okay, but not great. I have really thick brow hairs that'll stick up and out like crazy, so I need a hella strong hold. And that wasn't quite it. If you don't need that much of a hold, or if you just like brow waxes, A, this is like $2, so definitely try it. And B, it lasts for freaking ever. So normally I go through a brow gel in about 3 months. That took me like 6. Let's see, next is the Neutrogena Brow Pencil that I went through super fast because it is super duper creamy. It was a pretty nice brow pencil, but Neutrogena is not cruelty free, so I would not repurchase if that is not a concern of yours. I still probably wouldn't recommend it because, like I said, I literally went through it in like a month. Like, from unsharpened, went through it in a month. Finally, before I get into samples of makeup, because I keep those in here too, this is something you can't get anymore, but it was the Estee Edit double eyeliner in brown and nude, and I did really like them. I liked them because I originally got one of these in an influencer box, and when I found one on Poshmark that had not been used, It had to be brown to do because, you know, eye pencil, don't want to trade with somebody with that. I snatched it up for like 10 bucks because the original was like 22 and I thought it was worth it. Now, a couple of samples. I actually only have like 3. Yeah, 3 this month. I have 2 of the Bare Minerals Complexion Rescue in 02 Vanilla and 05 Natural. This is a light enough coverage that I can easily mix lightener, like the LA Girl one, in with it and use up more than one color. So my actual shade is like 0.5 or something. So that tells you I can go up to 07 Tan, but that one I have to use a lot of lightener. I would never purchase that color. But I really like the light coverage of it, but it still gives me enough coverage to like deal with the redness in my face and shit like that, but it's not heavy at all, and I love that. I think I'm just getting older and I don't want to wear that thick of a foundation anymore. My powder's thick enough. And I have the Hourglass Vanish Seamless Finish Foundation Stick, and I don't know. I don't think one of these comes in my shade that I can actually use. Because this is Shell, and it's what they give for, you know, light skin. And that is straight up like orange compared to my skin. I used it as a contour underneath my actual foundation, so I would love to try this, but I would have to find a shade that works. And I threw this in here because it is my makeup sponge. This is the Luxie sponge. I think this was technically the contour. No, this was the baking sponge because I didn't like it as much because it's harder. But I did just use it as foundation because I don't bake my makeup. And at some point it got this weird dent in it that I can't get out no matter what I do to it. Like if I try to flatten it or anything, it doesn't work. So that's actually why I threw it out. But I got it from BoxyCharm. I used it up. My sworn go-to is the AOA makeup sponge, the one that's like $1.55 because they donate the 55 cents to charity for animals. Looks like this. I have multiple backups because that's what I do. So that I don't have to, and those last me longer than any other sponge because most sponge get nail marks in them because I don't trim my nails like I should. So they get a little ragged and they end up digging into my sponge when I'm cleaning it usually and tearing up. So A, probably should trim my nails, but B, for some reason those last several months longer than anything I can buy in the drugstore. Like that's kind of a me problem, but those things are also super soft. So when you do make an AOA Shop Miss A order, buy like 4. I promise you'll love them. Now getting into this, let's do my husband's Empties real quick. He broke this. This is a Suave Refreshing Body Wash in Ocean Breeze, and as you can see, he broke it. This is what he's used for years, so this is like he used this back in high school, and before I went cruelty free, I found a deal on him and bought like 4. So he has a bunch of these. But I will have to find him something else to use once he does go through that back stock. And this is the L'Oreal Total Repair Extreme Advanced Hair Care Shampoo and Conditioner. These are great, not cruelty free. So, because I've actually used these in the past too. On my bleached out mess of a hair, which I'm getting a haircut on Sunday from Ulta. And after they cut my hair, I'm gonna dye the shit out of it. At first I was gonna dye it before I went in, but I'm like, they're gonna wash my hair. And I don't want them to wash freshly dyed hair. So I'm just gonna be like, I'm sorry, my hair looks like shit. I'm literally gonna go home and dye it. But it felt stupid to dye it before I came in. I'm not the first person that said that to me. Now on to my Empties. This is the Dr. Teal's Foaming Bath with pure Epsom salt. I loved this. I probably would just go back and forth between buying the Epsom salts themselves and this, but I did really like it and I would totally repurchase. I got this from Ulta, but I've seen it in like, you know, Walmart and Target and all those, so I wish it had a pump. I could probably buy one for it, but I'm cheap. Nyx Micellar Water. I swear by this. This is my favorite micellar water. I'm trying to use a Soap and Glory one up right now that I don't like the smell of, and I'm like, why did I buy that when I have something that works? I have like 2 of these in my back stock because you can only buy this on Nyx's website now, and that annoys me. I've heard you can get it from Target. My Target is like 30 minutes away, so I don't want to go. It's easier for me to just order it from their website when I need it and just buy like 3. So best micellar water out there for $7.99. You get 400 milliliters or 13.5 ounces. And it does take off your makeup. Waterproof eye makeup, it can't take off, but I have not met a micellar water that has done that yet. Here is the Avon Skin So Soft Winter Soft Polishing Body Wash. Nothing, it didn't polish anything. It's just a basic kind of moisturizing body wash. I really like this. This is something my mom used to buy for me every year for Christmas, but Avon's not cruelty free. She might still buy it for me because I can't, like a lot of people with their parents, I can't really, she doesn't seem to get it when I explain it to her, so. It might pop up in my, what's it called? Christmas presents at some point again, but I wouldn't buy it because if I really did like that stuff and I would have bought it originally. I'm sad to see this go because I don't think they sell it anymore. The Sunday Riley Martian Mattifying Melting Water Gel Toner. I did really like this because it did mattify my face. And I was ready. I was going to purchase a full size of it because this is like a truncated travel size or whatever they call them. But it's not on Ulta. It's not on Sephora, and it doesn't seem to be on their website either, so I don't think they sell it anymore. Oh, I finally finished this. I've had it for years. The Not Your Mother's Double Take Dry Finish Texture Spray. When I use texture sprays kind of similarly to how I use dry shampoos. I spray them in my roots to give me lift. And I really need them when either my hair is short or when I have a lot of roots like this because my natural hair is actually oily. But I've had it dyed and bleached for so long that I use damaged products. But when I let my roots grow out this bad, I definitely need stuff like this. But I've just been wearing my hair back lately. Another beast who finally bit the dust. Oh. Would I repurchase this? I actually would. I'm almost positive they are cruelty free. It says on here they're cruelty free. I believe they're on the right list. So I would make sure before I did, but otherwise, yes, I would. And like I said, it lasts forever. Although I will say if I wanted a higher end one, the IGK Beach Club, which I know is cruelty free, is a really good one. And it's not super expensive either. This is just a little mini that I have. I keep it at my desk to fluff for videos. Another beast that's finally dead. The Shea Moisture with the longest name ever. Sugar cane extract and meadow foam seed. Silicone free miracle styler leave-in treatment with marshmallow root. This is one of those companies that's technically cruelty free, but they don't verify their suppliers enough for most of the for logical harmony and stuff like that, so they don't put them on their list. I'm not sure how I feel about that. I'm still kind of deciding. I never want to see this again in my life anyway, because it took me, this was in a Project Pan. You could see all of those marks down to the end. That's how it took me probably 8 months to use up, and I have a lot of hair. You just don't need a crap ton of this at one time. And this isn't even the full size. So I never want to see it again. It is a good product though. But I do have to decide, how hardcore of cruelty free am I going to go? So, I'm already willing to buy from brands that have parent companies that do test on animals, because I figure the more we support those, the more companies will realize, hey, we should go cruelty free and not, spray hairspray into rabbits' eyes and stuff like that. So, and I figure their products themselves that I'm buying are still not tested on animals, which is what I am really concerned about. So, I don't know how much of they have to verify everything in the step process. How much can you really verify? And then you think back to Wet n Wild and Physicians Formula, and it's how much can we trust most of these companies anyway? Because some of them just fucking lie. I do require that they don't sell in China, which is why I no longer buy from Wet n Wild and Physicians Formula. Anyways. But yeah, these are bath gloves that I bought on Amazon. I bought a 12 pack, and now I wish I hadn't because they kind of suck. This pair and the pair I'm using now, as soon as I put them, maybe my hand's just too big for them, although I don't have big hands. I have big everything else, but I don't have big hands. As soon as I put them on, they They each got like a run. It's the best way I know how to describe it. Where is it on here? I don't know. But they each got like a run in pantyhose. So it's like, I think I would not buy them again, obviously, but I have like 10 more to go through. I was trying to save myself some money and effort of having to rebuy these at the store every month or two. And I was like, hey, let me buy a big pack of them. They suck. Don't do it. Here is the Gold Bond Skin Therapy Lotion Overnight Deep Moisturizing Lotion. I use this to shave with because I have too many damn lotions in my house right now. So I need to find ways to use some of them up a little more creatively. This just keeps me from buying like not shave cream. I prefer like shave lotions anyway, so this works great for me. It is a good moisturizer. I got this from Influencer. Gold Bond's not cruelty free, so I wouldn't buy it, but if this is the kind of thing you need, it's a really good one. Because I know some people have to use Gold Bond for like eczema and stuff like that, so this is a good one. I don't know if this one is necessarily good for eczema. I don't have eczema. Here we have Boogie Wipes. These are what I bought in bulk to keep at my vanity. So like if I need to remove swatches or anything like that, I can have some basically booger wipes, or, you know, a lot of people do this. They get, you know, stuff like this or baby wipes, or just because makeup wipes for what they are kind of a little more expensive, so you don't want to just waste them, but these are really cheap. I'm actually trying to get away from wipes and just keep like a washcloth and micellar water up here, but I just finished this one. I have one that I'm going through right now, and I have one more in my drawer here. So you're gonna see a couple more of these in the future, but I have stopped purchasing them because I figure there's one thing that every beauty lover can do to make less trash. At least one thing. Like, most beauty lovers, we're not gonna go hyper, super clean beauty, no waste kind of thing. That's just not realistic for a lot of people. But I think everybody can pick one or two things to at least lessen their impact. This is one of my things. The other thing is I stopped using cotton rounds to put on my toner or to remove my makeup. That's why I mentioned a washcloth rather than that. The only pack of cotton rounds that I have currently are for my nails because I have not figured out a way around that yet. But that one has lasted me forever. Because for one thing, I don't paint my nails very often. And number two, you need like I need like two of them to remove a whole hand of polish, and that's it. And for however long again, it's not the same as using at least two every day, if not more. So that's my soapbox for the evening. I have these, that's what I use them for, but I will not be repurchasing them in the future because I'm trying to lessen my environmental impact as much as I can. I have three of these, 3 Zany Lanie sprays, which they have went out of business sadly, but if you DM Lanie on like Instagram or message her on Facebook or anything like that, for a price they will still make these for you, but I'm waiting until I have like 5 or 6 that I'm out of before I message her and be like, hey, can you make these for me? I don't want to message her for just like one. That makes me sad because I really loved these. We have Love Burger with caramel, popcorn, and salt. This was based on Can't Hardly Wait, I think. That sounds right. Can't Hardly Wait. Definitely smelled good. Very food smell, which I don't know if I necessarily want that around my house. Like it was very popcorn. So this is one of my favorites. It is Wannabe from Spider-Man. It is grapes, vanilla cream, and soda. Loved it. Do have a backup that I bought when they were closing down, but when I run out of that one, that will probably be when I message her and it's like, make me more please of all of these if you can. And this was Vicious Trollop, which is based off of, what was it based off of? What's the name of that show? Damn, I'll have to insert it here because I can't remember the name of it, but I can remember the name of some of the characters. But it was Earl Grey tea with lemons, and I did really love that. I used this one actually around my cat box. Because they are both body washes and room sprays. They were advertised as such. Not body washes, body sprays. Duh. Also from Zany Lady, and this is the real tragedy because I loved their body scrubs. This is Silly Old Bear, which is based off of Winnie the Pooh. It was honey, milk, ... and honey. I didn't love this scent on me. I think I would have liked it more as like a room spray or a wax melt or something. But I did use it up because I loved the formula of the wax. Here we have the Generation Clay Brightening Purple Clay Mask, the ultraviolet one. And I did finish this and I did really like it. I do think it was like brightening and a little bit deep cleaning as well. And that's good because not only do I have another one of these, I did a swap recently where as an extra somebody sent me a 1.7 ounce tub of it. And part of me's like, shit, I just finished one of those. And the other part of me's like, yay, now I have another one. I don't have to buy it. I have so many masks, you guys. And I mask regularly, so I was like, shit. Part of me was definitely like, crap. I have found what I think is a replacement for these type of things. I just haven't tried it yet. But it is the Jergens Wet Skin Moisturizer that you like get out of the shower or bathtub, put it on, and then towel yourself off to like soak up some of the excess. And I love this kind of stuff because I'm so terrible at actually putting moisturizer on my body normally. And my legs are ashy. They're not hella ashy, but they are dry and kind of ashy. If you catch my drift. I have to insert the name of the brand that I got because I can't remember it off the top of my head, but I think as long as it's good, I may have found a replacement for this kind of things. Because like the Nivea one, I swore by. I went through so many things of that. Here's something I want again that I believe is cruelty free from ShaveWorks. The Coolfix Targeted Gel Lotion. This is like an aftershave type product. You will smell like a dude and it will sting for like half a second when you put it on. Not horribly, but it will. But your legs feel so damn smooth afterwards. And it helps with like ingrowns and stuff like that. I recently bought something from Tree Hut that is a spray that I want to see if that works. But if not, I'm going back to this. This stuff is amazing. I see why men use that kind of stuff now because it works. Something I cannot get again. The Clinique Pep Start 2-in-1 Exfoliating Cleanser. It's a very light exfoliation, so I get why they call it an exfoliating cleanser versus just an exfoliator. Not really for me anyway. I do miss Clinique though because I loved their products. A lot of their products, but not cruelty free. Can't have them. Something else I can't have, but I probably shouldn't have anyway because they're kind of wasteful. But I bought these couponing and just had them forever. This is the Secret Body Cleansing Wipes. So they're like these little individually wrapped wipes that you could use. What I used them for was this might be TMI, but it's the truth. If I leave any residual deodorant on at the end of the day, my armpits start itching like crazy. Like, I know theories like, well, go take a damn shower, hooker. Well, I bathe in the mornings. When I shower in the mornings, so I can't leave that junk on overnight. I will itch in the bed like crazy. So normally I just use a wash rag to get it off of me. But while I had these and wanted to get them to hell out my house, I used these. And that's more or less what they're made for. You know, take them to like the gym and stuff with you. I can't tell you the last time I went to a gym, so I sure couldn't do that. But for what they are, they work. This is the Calm Birch Water scent. It was fine. But A, secret's not cruelty free, and B, this is hella wasteful. If you're concerned about that sort of thing, which I obviously am. Another hand sanitizer. I bought these from Fortune Cookie Soap. This is the PJP scent, which I did like. I don't know what it is. Something a little on maybe the fruity side. All I can really smell is alcohol now. I bought 4 of these when you couldn't find hand sanitizer anywhere, and they were like $2.99, which she apologized for, the owner of the site, because I know when I've talked for too long because my camera just shuts off and is like, shut the hell up. It doesn't overheat, it just shuts off. I don't know why. But at the time when these were selling, when she was selling a batch of these in like March, so you can understand there was like no hand sanitizer anywhere, the supplies to make these had gone up. So she had to pass the cost on to us, which sucks, but I understand. So I do really like these. Like I think they're a nice size. They are cruelty free, which Bath and Body Works does sell in China, so it's not. That's why I didn't just try to buy from them. But I would like to try to find something I don't have to order online for, that I can get easier. Right now, I still can't find the shit anywhere, so I might be buying these again. But they do smell really nice. I might buy like one of the big ones if they're for sale right now, and see if I can just like refill one of these. I have two left. I have this one that I keep at my desk here, that in theory I should be, you know, using on my hands before I do my makeup, but I wash my blender before I do my makeup, so my hands get washed anyway, so I never use it. And I have one in my purse that I use when I'm out, and that's the one that I go through like once a month. So I might be buying like one of their big bottles and refilling that soon. Ooh, we have a bath bomb. This is from Fission Bubble, the Artisan Bath Fizzy Birthday Cake. I'm smelling it right now, and it does smell like birthday cake, so there was that. I think this was one that was I think this might have been one that was a little too oily for me, because one of these that I've used somewhat recently, I almost fell in the bathtub trying to get out of it, so it might have been this one, so I gotta be careful with that. That's the thing about doing your empties so late. You don't remember everything about them. We have the Drybar Mai Tai Spritzer Sea Salt Spray. This 1.7 ounce cost me $15. The Verb, that I will insert a picture of, the full size, cost me $18. It comes with a hell of a lot more. This did work, but Jesus Christ, the price difference. Sephora was having a one-day ship anything for free sale, and I was out. And I used this stuff on my hair. Sea salt spray, that is, because I normally just let my hair air dry. It gives it a little bit of texture and a little bit of wave, because my hair is naturally kind of wavy, but it keeps the frizz out of it. So that's why I really like them and have to have one around. Verb is the best one I've ever used, and price to amount you get is really good. So I will just stick with that from now on. Here's the Moroccan body polishing scrub. Not enough scrub for me, so I would not seek it out. That was part of a, what's it called? 500 point perk at Sephora. This is a body lotion. I forgot to show this in my Mini Madness update because I had finished this. I added in enough new products, but I totally forgot to show this. But it's the mini body cream that I had. I love the smell of their products, and even their body products. Like, it's lightened enough to where put it on your body and it still smells really good without giving you a headache. But this is $38 for the full size, when I could just buy the Sol de Janeiro for a couple of bucks more, get a little bit more product. So either one would be a treat, and they don't make that many, you know, holiday kits of these like they do Sol de Janeiro, which is how I keep my fix going through the year. EcoTools mask sponge, go through these regularly, helps me take masks off without having to splash my face so much with water that I get it everywhere. I can just rub this around my face while wet. This is, you know, dead dry, and it helps take off like even the thickest charcoal masks. So love this. We'll continue to repurchase. And the e.l.f. Super Mask, a mask with soothing centella. It's a hydrating mask, so not really for me, but I do think this helped a little bit with redness, because that's kind of what it's for, and for that I liked it, but I don't think I'd repurchase. We have the Murad Nutrient Charged Water Gel. I did really like this for a moisturizer. It's a little bitty thing that I got from Ipsy. I did enjoy it, so and I like gel moisturizers. I've mentioned many times, I have really oily skin, so the lighter the moisturizer, the better. Although I can't not moisturize. I used to make that mistake. It does not help. Just makes me greasier somehow. It's because, you know, your face is trying to overproduce to make up for the fact that it feels dry. It's oily even when it isn't dry, so I like very light moisturizers, and this fit the bill. Murad is hella expensive though, and I can get gel-based moisturizers for cheaper than that. And finally, before we get into sheet masks, I have another Murad product actually. This is the Renewing Eye Cream that I actually cut open because eye creams are expensive, even these little bitty ones, and I liked it, so I definitely cut it open. And eye creams are the one thing that I'm a little more okay with spending more than 50 bucks on. Like, that's usually my cap as far as skincare is about 50 bucks. Because they last so damn long, I'm usually willing to spend a little more, even though I use gobs of eye cream. Like, I take it up all around my eye, which I think is what has helped me from being less wrinkled, I think. But I did really like this. And the eye cream is the one thing that I like to be thick and not, you know, super gel based. Okay, we have some sheet masks. I was trying to do the May mask challenge in May. I failed miserably. Let's see, we have a two Wander Beauty Gold Baggage eye masks. I love these. They actually stay on my face when I move, under my eyes. And as I've gotten older, I have gotten some puffy ass eyes during the mornings, so I do really like these. The Skin Iceland Hydrocool Firming Eye Gels, they're okay, but they're not as good as those, so if I'm gonna buy a pack of them, I'm gonna buy the Wander Beauty, even though they're like 25 bucks for 6. Apparently my cat snuck into the bedroom because Brian just threw her out. Here is the Body Pure Moisturizing Moisture Boost Beauty Mask with rosehip. They are cruelty free and they're cheap, so I would totally repurchase. The Glam Up Refreshing Peppermint Sheet Masks. I got these from 0.8 liter and I do really like them. I have plenty more, so I hope it's good that I like them. Here's my final Karuna mask. They are not cruelty free, sadly. Thank you for announcing yourself, Europa, by clawing my couch. This is the exfoliating face mask. I don't think this really exfoliated anything, but it did kind of moisturize, so it was fine. This was nasty. I had a bad time with this. This is the Tula Skincare Major Glow Cooling and Brightening Hydrogel Mask. I like hydrogel masks because I feel like they moisturize more, or at least the same, without being like drippy with essence. This had a scent to it that I almost threw up. Like, it's not a bad scent, but it's like a nauseating kind of, it was some kind of florally scent, probably lavender. Lavender upsets me a lot. That I had to rip it off my face after like 10 minutes. So probably didn't get the full benefit of that. And they don't sell this anymore, but it's the Ulta Revitalizing Oxygen Bubble Brightening Sheet Mask, and it didn't bubble worth a shit, so that's probably why they don't sell it anymore. And for samples, I have the Clairol Hair Food Shampoo and Conditioner with honey and apricot. I love this line of shampoo and conditioners, but they're made by Clairol, which tests on animals, so I can't buy it. I'm trying to use up a full size of them right now. Here's the Saturday Skin Waterfall Glacier Water Cream. This is kind of a hybrid between a gel and a cream. It is really nice. I have a full size that I got from Ipsy Glam Bag Plus, but I had that sample, so I used it. The Jack Black Protein Booster Eye Rescue. Not my favorite eye cream that I've ever used. It's a little on the thin side, but that's technically a male skincare based line, so not really made for me. Boscia Luminizing Black Mask. Really shouldn't use peel off mask too much, and Boscia isn't cruelty free, but I had it, so I used it. Remember, May Mask Challenge. A MD Solar Sciences Broad Spectrum SPF 30 tinted mineral tinted cream. I didn't realize this was tinted, even though it says it right there, until I tried to put it on my face. Freaked me out a little bit, but it was pretty good. And finally, the Murad City Skin Age Broad Spectrum SPF 50. This was pretty good, but Murad's way too expensive for something like sunscreen. So, now, y'all know I'm trying to hit a goal of 750 on it by the end of the year. Did I hit it? Not quite. I hit 57, which is still really close, but I'm having a couple of close months in a row, especially this month in June, that I need to step it up. I don't know if I just need to use more samples, or honestly just be better about putting on makeup and doing my skincare, because I've been shitty at it the last couple of months. I mean, everybody has. I'm not the only one here. But I'm working on it, so that's it. Thank you guys for tuning in. As always, I do really appreciate it. I feel like I've been talking for all of my life, and hopefully I will see you later. Bye.